Live from the Midwest Property Management Studios in Lawrence, Kansas, it's In the Apartment with Eric Hastert. Guest starring James Peterson. And now, your host, Eric Hastert.
Wow, what a week of fantasy football. I've never seen a more pathetic performance from everybody in the league than we did this week. I mean, there were only 3 teams that scored over 100 points. You all suck at fantasy football. Other than that, we've got a lot to get through today. A lot. We have a guest today. We won't tell you who that is right now. But before we get going, you know who he is. He is my partner in life. Yes, he's a curly-haired, red-haired, cute little baby boy that I like to call James Peterson! Come on, James, where you at? Let's go, boy! He's taking a minute. I think he's back there playing with his dinghy, if you know what I mean. He likes to do that a lot. One time he got it caught in a vacuum cleaner. And we don't know where he's at right now. Hey, hold on, let me call him. Oh wait, I just got a text. He's on his way, folks. Oh, there he is! There he is! Let's give him a hand, everybody. How's it going, James?
Doing good, man.
Good to see you.
I'm back.
Always looking fly.
I'm glad you invited me back here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Did you watch football this weekend?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your perception of it all?
I thought the games were really long. I don't know what it was, but they were just really long.
Way too long. A lot of them were low scoring. I mean, the Chiefs didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah.
The Rams, the Seahawks didn't score a touchdown.
Oh man.
It was just a pathetic performance all around from everybody.
It was just a field goal fest.
It was a field goal fuck fest.
A field goal fuck fest.
Speaking of fuck fest, let's talk about this fake Brady that's going around. Not Brady Roberts. These two have something in common. Let's take a look at fake Brady. Yeah, look at this guy. Him and Brady both have pretty big heads. What would you say?
Yeah, they do. They're fucking huge.
Big heads. Pretty creepy mask. It was actually Wes Welker. You know what he did?
What did he do?
He went over to Tom Brady's house when he wasn't home. Him and Giselle had a little fun. She couldn't tell the difference. Oh my god, just fist fucking. It was crazy. Oh my god, we have another person in the news. God, this guy can never catch a break. I mean, it's kind of his own fault. Josh Gordon in the news again. He's just smoking that marijuana. He just can't get away, you know? When he was interviewed, they asked him, what was going on? What was going through your head? He's like, I was gonna go to practice, but then I got high. His eyes were red when he showed up to practice. We got a lot to get through. Let's go through this week's breakdown.
Gentlemen's Club Weekly Breakdown.
Alright, first up, we had me and my bitch-ass brother Brian. He didn't like how it ended. I did 123 to 107. Yeah, that puts me at 2-0. Feels good to be on top. That's what she said. I beat Brian bad. I mean, it wasn't even a challenge. Like, it was just like playing a little retarded boy with a stick. It really just it wasn't gonna happen. He left a lot of points on his bench again. Bad coaching by Brian. I think we're gonna see that all season. Other than that, though, he's 1-1, so he's still in it. But overall, I am the best, and don't fuck with me. Next, we have Caleb and A-Ray. This was a barn burner. Caleb was down by like 20 points going into this. Actually, I think it was less than that. But anyways, he was down by some points going into Monday night's game. What do you know? We have another Monday night comeback, winning 99.5 to 97. A-Ray is 0-2 Not looking good, new to the league. You better step it up or you're gonna get kicked out. Other than that, Air Ray is kind of dealing with some injuries. Jonathan Stewart went out, didn't look good for him. Jeremy Langford fumbled. Air Ray, you might want to hit that waiver wire if you want to survive in this league. Third game of the hour. Dustin and Mitch. Dustin moves to 1-1. Mitch also 1-1. Dustin putting up shitty points last week. He actually put up the most in the league this season. 165.5 to 113.5. Dustin dominated. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
I got that prediction wrong.
Those are some points. When you score 165 points, you gotta win the game. Oh, man.
And if you don't win the game, that's just some bad luck. Mitch sucks. Bad coaching again, leaving so many points on his bench. Mitch, I'd like to say better luck next year. You might come back from this, but we'll see. Our fourth game of the hour, Dylan and Brady. We got this one right. Brady took it 93.5 to 83.5. It was a very low scoring game. Close game, pretty pathetic. I'm not seeing anything with these teams that are championship worthy. What about you?
There is not very many points there.
Not at all. I mean,
Not a lot to go by.
they must not have a lot of guys that can jump up and catch those balls.
Certainly do not.
No, they
I already
do
looked at their
not.
teams. They don't. They have no players.
Dylan 0-2. That's bad. Brady 1-1. Our last game was Simon and Hack. I got this one completely wrong. Simon won 91 to 84. No one saw that coming. Simon, good job, I guess, beating my predictions there. Hack, are you scared about Gurley? I think I'm scared about Gurley. He's only put up 8 points in 2 games. How's it? No? Not looking good?
That's really terrible. For a man named Curly, you think he'd step it up. Like girls, you know? Like he's a woman.
Simon moving to 2-0, Hack to 0-2 on the bottom, like usual, with your boyfriend. That means me, Simon, and Caleb are on top at 2-0. Looking good for us. Good job, fellas. Not really. You guys suck. We have a guest on the show today, but before we introduce him, let's take a word from our sponsors.
Butt Plugs Unlimited. Get stuffed.
And we're back here in the apartment. Me, Eric Hastert, and my friend James. We have a special guest on the show today. He is an actor, Gillian McMichael. He actually has a new film coming out called Roger Rabbit Is Not My Dad. That's a crazy movie. I'd like to
I need to
it.
see the trailer for that one.
I know, let's bring him out. Everybody, let's give a hand for Gillian McMichael. Come on out. Hey guys! So excited to be so excited.
You're really excited to be here.
So
You're really excited to be here.
This is crazy. So let me ask you about your movie here. Can you give us a little synopsis on what's going on in it? James, tell me what's up.
Well, from what I heard, there's an Easter Bunny. And, I think he's your dad or something.
It's Roger Rabbit, and that's the story. It's a story. He's his dad. I hear you play a 15-year-old boy.
Well, the movie's just a classic love story between a father and son. I played a 15-year-old kid. So to do that, I had to go to middle schools and really get into the character, walk around the school, the locker rooms, just to get into the skin of a 15-year-old boy.
Wow, that seems like a very hard role to get into. I don't know what I could do around, little boys. It's kind of creepy, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I'm only 17 and a half. I'll be 18 here in a couple months, so it's really not too hard.
I'd like to see that
You know
birth
what I mean.
certificate. You're sporting a Gryffindor shirt. Big Harry Potter fan, are we?
Well, I wasn't until a couple days ago. I went to the Harry Potter world. Have you heard about that?
I have not. Tell us about it.
You go down to Hogwarts and you get your wand and you use it and you get sorted by the sorting hat.
She told me to use my wand.
That one like a dick.
Well, we've got some questions for you, Harry Potter man. Let's see if you can answer these questions.
I like trivia. I like trivia.
I hope you do. First question. What platform did Harry and Ron go into to get to Hogwarts?
15?
James.
I was gonna say 32.
9 3/4. Very wrong. Not looking good. Okay.
It's all right.
Next question. What is Ron's last name?
You go first on this one.
I think it's like Weasel.
I'm gonna say Beasley.
Beasley. Beasley is not right. It is Weasley.
Fuck.
You might want to go reread these books again if you call yourself a Harry Potter fan.
It's been a
Last question. In the first movie, Hagrid brings Harry Potter something the first time that they met. What was that thing? James.
I'm gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna say an orange.
An orange. Interesting, interesting.
I'm gonna say a birthday cake.
A birthday cake is right. Let's hear it for Gillian.
Thank you.
Now Gillian, I hear you brought a clip of your movie with you today.
I do. This is a very, very emotional scene between me and my father, and it will pull your heartstrings.
Cool, it'll pull our heartstrings. Well, let's roll the clip.
Dad, I'm leaving, and I'm never coming back. Why do you always say that?
We're back. That was a very emotional clip.
I mean, they're talking Oscar buzz. I know it's early, but
I could see Oscar worthy on that one, but not Harry Potter worthy, that's for sure. Alright, now it's time for best win, worst loss.
Best win, worst loss.
First up, we're going to go with our best win. I got to give it to Dustin. I got to give it to Dustin, putting up a lot of points after coming off the worst scoring in the league last week. Also beating Mitch, who had the highest score last week. Good job, Dustin. Not
but
really.
is this a fluke, or do you think that it'll last?
His team, he got pretty lucky. I will say that. He got pretty lucky this week. I think we won't see that out of him again. Now it's time for our worst loss. Newcomer to the league, A-Ray, getting the worst loss, going to 0-2. Caleb making a good comeback. What do you think about that?
Blame it on the baby.
Blame it on the baby. I think that's right, you know. They get in the way of lineups. They steal your girl's titties from you. Sucking on milk all day. That is not good. This week we have a new segment for you. James took it to the streets and he wanted to know who could jump higher. He wanted to know who was the best jumper in the league. Let's take a look at James. Hey, what's going on, James?
This is this week's top 4 best jumpers of the week. Number 1, Odell Beckham Jr. He's got crazy hair and he jumps real high all the time. Number 2, we got shit. And number 2, we got Kelvin Benjamin. He's real tall and shit, and he jumps really fucking high. And he's like, oh. Number 3, LeGarrette Smoking Blitz. Jumps real fucking high, like he gets high. Number 4, the entire Chiefs offensive line. They're jumping all over the place. 5 yards here, 5 yards there. Oh, let's just jump 15 yards, maybe 10 yards. I don't know. Fuck us.
Wow. That was intense.
Those boys could really jump. Who was your favorite jumper?
I'd have to say Priest Holmes, because he'd jump over the top of the line. Touchdown!
So I hear you're a part of a charity. You want to tell us about that?
I'd like to talk about my charity today, Superheroes for Superheroes, where people are donating money for real people to become real superheroes. And with your donations, we can make that happen today.
Wow, how much have you raised so far?
$25.
Good start. Pretty good start, in my opinion.
Very good.
Well, folks, you know what time it is. It's week 2 breakdown.
Week 2 matchups.
All right, folks. In our first game of next week, we have me versus Dylan Sork. And you know me, I'm going to take me in this one. What about you guys? Who you got?
I'm going to take Dylan just because he's due for a win. You can't lose that many times unless you're Brady.
Oh, yeah? Hope you fail at the box office. What about you?
I think I'm gonna go with Dylan this week. Gonna go with the underdog here.
James, this could be his last show.
Come on, man.
You're doing great,
Yeah,
James.
favor you heavily, Dylan. Okay, next up we have Alex Ray versus Dustin. I think Alex Ray is going to get his first win this week. What about you guys?
This team's terrible and he's got a baby. I mean, I think Dustin's going to take this one.
Dustin?
I think Dustin's right here starts a fire in Inferno and fucking burns him alive.
There's some babies burning. Hopefully not A-Rays. Okay, next we have Brady versus Caleb. I don't know. This is going to be a close one. If I had to choose, I'm going to say Caleb. Brady hasn't broke 100 yet. Actually, I think he did last week. But I'm going to take Caleb in this one.
I'll take Caleb.
I'm gonna take Caleb too.
Caleb, clean sweep again. Good job. Next up, we have Hack versus Mitch. Now, it's going to get dicey. These two teams, they don't like each other. It's kind of like the Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just kind of want to fuck each other in the ass. It's weird.
It doesn't matter if you like each other. You know that Hack's going to lose. You know Mitch is going to dominate.
James?
I think I picked Hack Daddy.
Oh,
Hack Daddy.
Hack Daddy
Hack
pick.
Daddy.
I'm going to go with Mitch on that one. And our last matchup of the week, Brian versus Simon.
Tough one.
I'm going to take Simon. I'm going to take Big Bag Simon because he flew over Kansas the other day and took a picture of my house.
I'm going to take Brian because he actually has a better team. I mean, he had some rough injuries with Keenan Allen early, but I think he's going to come back. And
There were a lot of injuries this week. Everyone's facing injuries.
He's going to
I
have a
don't know
strong
about that
season. He's
one.
going to have a strong season.
I don't know about that.
He's going to win.
Since Simon was on a plane, I think I'm gonna go with him.
Because he was flying high, right?
He was on the highness.
He's jumping the highest.
So you don't think that the team is a matter of fact?
I just like planes.
Okay.
He likes airplanes. He really does. Well, I mean, it's going to be a crazy week next week. I hope the best of luck to all of you, not really. But before we exit this one, I hear you have a secret talent that you want to show us.
Well, I wouldn't say it's secret, but me and James here were writing a song backstage
Oh, okay.
that we want to share with the audience.
Yep.
It's about someone in you guys' fantasy league that isn't doing very well.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done well in the past.
Well, let's look at their song. I don't want to name it because it'll give too much away.
He was just a baby. The doctor said, oh shit. They tried to push him out, but his head, it wouldn't fit. He's stuck inside his mother. Now he's gonna die. He sucks at fantasy football. He just can't get it right. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Guy who can't Brady Roberts. And he cheats his way to the top. And if you don't, Brady, Brady Roberts.
Tom Brady. Brady. Roberts.
Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, motherfucking big head Roberts. Tom Brady, you fucking suck at football. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. You are a fucking bitch. Tom Brady, 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 Brady Roberts, you suck at fantasy football. And Buck, he fucking hates you with all his guts. Go, go, go! Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts.
Tom Brady, Brady Roberts. Your favorite Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, 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 Brady Roberts. Fuck you, Tom Brady.
That was great, boy. That was good, man. I'm here in the apartment with Eric Astor, James Peterson, Billy McMichael. We'll see you next week. See you.
Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Your favorite Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts. Tom Brady, Brady, Brady Roberts.
Sometimes things just get really crazy.